مع هاي المظاهر اللي قاعدة بتصير في جامعتي عم بشوف إنه كل العالم واقفة مع فلسطين، كل الناس واقفة مع فلسطين. في طلاب هون من كل الدول، كلهم واقفين معنا، كلهم بيعيطوا معنا، بغنوا معنا، بيصرخوا معنا، كلنا مع بعض مجتمعين لا عشان غزة. مهما يحاولوا انهم يسكتونا او يخوفونا او انهم يحاولوا انهم يوقفوا الشغل اللي احنا رح نسويه، احنا مش رح نوقف، احنا رح صامدين، رح نضلنا هون شو ما يحاولوا يسووا، مش رح نطلع عبين ما يسمعونا، عبين ما يرضوا انهم يقيموا مصاريهم من اسرائيل.
Here today after 200 days of genocide that has killed over 35,000 people who have been murdered by the state of Israel, and we've seen 76 years of military occupation, 76 years of settler colonial violence. It's incredibly shameful that our universities would rather brutalize students in protection of their self-interest than they would be to divest from genocide. And you know, a lot of the tactics that we're seeing being used by universities, by police, are tactics that have been developed by the Israeli occupation forces and have been practiced on Palestinians. And you know, I think it's extremely concerning to see these universities so willing to not just fail to protect their students, but actively endanger their students.
And why I'm so opposed to the slaughter that's happening in Gaza, and why I am so proud of our students and the work they are doing here in the encampment to raise their voices against what I think is really the top moral crisis of the 21st century. I mean, it is appalling that we are watching the slaughter of Palestinians in Gaza unfold with the full support of our government here, and without it being stopped by the Western powers, and that our students have the moral courage and the moral insight to stand up and say no. You know, this is not right.
These students are simply banding together and making their voices heard for Palestine, and we see that this is the response not only from the school but from the state at large. You know, so it's just very despicable on the part of the school, of the police that are involved in these arrests, where they're just brutalizing and terrorizing students who are just trying to exercise their democratic rights.
That I've seen the massacres going on in Gaza. Not all of it, of course, because not all of it can make it out, but I've seen what I have seen is more than enough to mobilize and spark outrage to come to Gaza's side. I think all of us deeply hope to achieve just an end to the atrocities in Gaza, an end to the genocide, an end to the Israeli Zionist state's actions, like specifically. But then the longer answer is also that we do have specific material demands for the university. As students here, we pay $80,000 a year to attend a university that's then using that money to fund companies that directly have weapons and technologies that are being used by the IOF, the Israeli occupation forces, in Gaza that are directly killing people. And I want to know that my money isn't killing people.